Sunday. Please stand and join us on the opening song this morning. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet and see the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, guys. It's Christmas. Today is the Advent celebration of joy. Can't wait to talk about that. We're going to have a good time today. We have a lot to do, so I'm going to begin because today is the first day of Hanukkah. So Bobby's going to come up, and we're going to do our Hanukkah. Hanukkah. Yes. That's the menorah, by the way. The top.
Turn it. Thank you. That's not on though. Yes,
It is. You're on.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So I'm going to light this first so I can go to my notes. So tonight is the first night of Hanukkah when the Jews opened their temple that they reclaimed from the Greeks, and the oil lasted for 8 days more than it should have. So this is the Festival of the Lights. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed are you, Eternal One, our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy through your commandments and commands us to light the Hanukkah lights. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehekiyanu v'kihimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Eternal One, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this moment. And a short reflection on Hanukkah. As I light these candles, I remember that even a small light can endure. I give thanks for the miracles then and now, and for having arrived at this moment, alive, present, and willing to tend the flame.
Thank you. Beautiful. And thank you, Gary Stevens, for... Gary donated that Hanukkah to us. Thank you, Gary, for that wonderful gift. My favorite part of the Hanukkah story is what happened at the end. You know, the Maccabees, and it's a long story. You can look it up, Google it. But at the very end, what happened was, and the reason why the candle didn't run out for 8 days was because they were partying. They were so happy to be back in the temple. They reclaimed the temple after having it taken away for such a long time, that they came in, they cleaned it up, and they had a party for 8 days, and nobody noticed that the candles went out because they were focused on their joy. Spirit was able to keep bringing the light. It's such a powerful story for us today as we're celebrating the joy of the season. So the joy in and reclaiming our good is what we are going to focus on today. So our affirmation is on your bulletin or it's right here on the screen. The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Let's affirm that together. The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Oh my God. It's like calling up Amazon and say, I want to order 5 bags. No. The way we do it is, the spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Like you believe it, like there's joy here, right? Together. The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Thank you. Close your eyes, turn within. Feel that joy. We're just not reciting words, we're doing joy. We're awakening the God being that we are. Imagine the Israelites celebrating for 8 days without joy. It just wouldn't work. The candles would go out immediately. How joyful am I today? How joyful have I been this week? Did I find joy? Did I give joy? No matter what happened, we can always be in joy. The gratitude for the awareness of our oneness with the Spirit, our oneness with each other. We lift joy and it fuels us forward to our good. Co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, at 93 years old, said, I sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and I spring forth to do a work that ought to be done by me. At 93. Breathe that joy in, let that bring forth the good, the power, the love, the excitement of living our lives today. The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Next year, 2 years from now, for the rest of our lives, we remember the truth. And we are joyous. And so it is. Let's everybody get up, turn to your neighbor, wish each other a joyful Sunday.
Good morning, everybody. Back to your seats. All right. Good morning, everyone. So, I'm Bob Wilson, and I want to ask you to help me join those folks that are online. Y'all wave back there. We have a lot of snowbirds that haven't arrived yet. Some of them are waiting for after the holidays. We have other people, for a variety of reasons, are not feeling well. It's just great to include them in what's taking place here today, all right? And so I've introduced myself. Now let me introduce the band by way of James McCoy. Hello, James. What do you have for us today?
Thanks very much, Bob. Oh, okay. We have Mr. John Rose on the piano with us once again this morning. We have Mr. Andrew Atkinson on the drum set with us once again this morning. And our featured soloist is Miss Laura Vivas. We have We have a little gospel Christmas song from Kirk Franklin this morning and a Christmas song from Michael Bublé. So there you go.
Wow. Okay, thank you. Always look forward to the music here. So let me ask this question right off the bat. Do we have any people here for the first time today? Do I see a hand anywhere? Oh, here we go, over here. All right, so welcome. The usher's going to give you a card. If you just fill that out and take it to the gift store right over in the next building, we'll have someone who greets you there and can walk you through some of our stuff. Thank you. And you get a gift. That was spoken from the person who heads up the gift store. All right. All right. So let's move on. We do have a lot going on here today, and so I'm going to move pretty quickly through our updates. All right. So first of all, just to remind you that we do have hospitality hour over in Friendship Hall after the service. It starts around noon, and it is this week. It's probably desserts. I'm guessing desserts and beverage. Okay. And so it's important for you to know about that. The following Sunday, next Sunday, you see that side, it's we're going to have a soup Sunday. So a number of people have volunteered to prepare some homemade soups and bring them in. We could still use a few more. So if you're willing and interested in donating some soup that you've made, please check in with Jim next door in Friendship Hall after the service today, okay? The bookstore. All right, it's going to be open from 12 to 1. Just want to remind you there are a lot of great gifts in there for those of you who might have one or two people that you haven't had a chance to buy something for yet. They're everything from jewelry to cards and wonderful books and scented candles and you name it, we've got it over there. So please stop by the store on your way into Friendship Hall. Chaplains, could I ask you just to stand for a moment so that they know where you are in the room? These are our chaplains. So they will linger after the service. I just want you to know that. I wanted you to see where they are. And they will offer up an opportunity to pray with them. And I just want to remind you, of course, prayer can be really helpful when you have something difficult going on in your life, but it's also a great time to celebrate some joy that's happening. And so take advantage of our chaplains and be able to use them in this way, all right? Lions and tigers. I gotta say something. I woke up in the middle of the night trying to think of something I wanted to say about this because it occurred to me I had a teddy bear who was very important to me. In fact, I don't even know what happened to him when I went off to college, but he disappeared. I suspect my father might have had something to do with that. But in any case, what I realized was there's something wonderful about it. I don't know whether you feel this way, but when I walk in and I see these bears and all, it's just such a warm, loving feeling. And when you think about it, they are such a great means for children to express their creativity, you know, to feel love often for the first times with someone outside themselves or their family, to be able to have someone to hang on to when they're really feeling distressed by what might be happening in their circumstances. It's such a gift that they get to practice the kinds of things that are so important to us as we get older. So I think it's wonderful that we have a chance to collect these once a year and get them out. Now, speaking of that, here's the process. We have to have them ready to go on Wednesday by 4 o'clock, all right? By 2 o'clock. Does it say that there? Oh, it does, by 2 o'clock. So if you didn't have a chance to bring them in today, on Tuesday or Wednesday, you can bring them into the office. It would be good if you called the office first so that Darby knows when to expect you or if to expect you, okay? But by 2 o'clock, we need to have them here because Rita and Phil will then be taking them all over to the school, all right? Wednesday, December 17th, so much going on here. We have postponed that session on Wednesday evening. And then, there we go with that. The next thing is New Moon's Sound Healing. So Reverend Darby's going to be doing that on Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Darby, is that going to be here in the sanctuary or next door? Here in the sanctuary. So in that case, if you'd like to bring some kind of a mat or something like that so you can lay down on the floor for that meditation and be part of that. But it's a wonderful opportunity to take some time out from the craziness of Christmas to really relax and focus on your own particular healing and your own particular thoughts for the new year. All right. Men of Unity, next Saturday. I have to say, men's group's been doing some great stuff. And we have somebody from our own membership here, Barry Shetty. Is he here today? Barry, are you here? No. Okay, Barry is going to be talking. He's actually going to share a tool that he uses to help people explore ways to listen with love, speak authentically, and recognize the divinity in each other. It's a way to strengthen and deepen the conversations you have with each other. And so I want to encourage our men to come and join us for that. It's from 10 until noon on Saturday. Then, here's a list of, the monthly book club. Bobby's here, she just spoke. Bobby is the one who chairs that book club. It's a Zoom meeting, and it will be the last Monday, December 29th. It starts at 6:30. You can register online, and then they send you the Zoom connection to be able to join that. And the book for this month is, what is it, can I see that again? My Year with Eleanor. All right. Here we go with the upcoming. This is a busy time for us. It's a joyful and wonderful time. But here are the things you need to know about between now and the first few weeks in January. Christmas candlelight service will be on Wednesday night, Christmas Eve, okay, at 6:30. And that's really a great time to kind of take a break from the busyness and come in here with family and friends and just spend an hour. So it's a wonderful service, just touching base with the significance and importance of Christmas in its real meaning to us. On Sunday, January 4th, the Burning Bowl happens. Now, for those of you who have done that before, if you don't know about it, it's a wonderful service in which you get to write down all those things and thoughts and feelings that you want to get rid of, that no longer serve you. You write them down on a extinguishable piece of paper, and we set them on fire. So it's a fun evening and very stirring. On Sunday, the 11th, is the Letter to God service. This is when you get to think about what intentions you want to set for the coming year, and write a letter to God in that process. And then the Whitestone ceremony is the following Sunday on the 18th at 11 here. So there's a lot going on. We want to hold all those things in mind. The meditation this Wednesday has been postponed. Okay? Now, all of that is in that bulletin that you can receive as you're exiting today. It's on the counter back there. The other place to look is if you look online, or Thursdays, if you have given us your email, we send out an email that has what's happening. And it's a much more greater detailed thing about what's taking place. And in fact, it dives into what's going on in the first part of next year. So I want to encourage you to look that up, okay? And that's Broward, unityofbroward.org. All right? It's time for the sacred reading. So the daily word today is coming from December issue of 1954. So some things just hold true, no matter when and where. The spirit of joy fills my heart with Christmas season. Will you affirm this with me? The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season. Christmas time is a joyous time. I give myself to the expression of joy. The Christmas story is a joyous story, and its joy has lived through the years. Today, I let this joy shine in my mind and heart. This is a time of joy. I let no fear or doubt creep into my mind to dull its bright glow. I let no outer circumstances hinder my expression of it. In quietness and peace, I open my heart to the essence of joy, and I allow this joy to overflow into my life and to those around me. The spirit of joy fills my heart this Christmas season.
God's great joy, 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 down in my soul. Sweet, beautiful, wonderful joy. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Listen to the music, sound of the angels. Come and feel the love that can make you whole. Lying in the manger, away from harm and danger. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Joy, joy, God's great joy. Joy, joy, down in my soul. Sweet, beautiful, wonderful joy. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. God sent us a friend, the special gift of love, more precious than silver or gold. Love was born this holy day to guide us on our way. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. Gonna tell it on the mountain, shout it from the valley, tell about the baby and smiling clothes. Friend and another brother, you're the celebration. Oh, joy, joy in my soul. 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 Oh, set us way down, deep down. Joy, 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 joy. I got joy, deep down, way joy, unspeakable joy. Oh, joy, joy in my soul.
Thank you. Isn't Laura wonderful? Oh my God, you're so good. So good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Talking about good. Thank you, thank you. I love watching John with one hand here and one hand here. That's talent. That's a talent. That's great. We're really blessed. Blessed with so much talent here. Amen. Absolutely. Well, I was living in Palm Springs during COVID. I was actually stage managing at a theater, and then we shut down, and then, like everybody else, I watched television and gained 30 pounds. And then finally, when it began to break, we got going again a little bit, and my friend Eric suggested that we take a trip to Las Vegas, which is only a 4.5-hour drive from Palm Springs. And there was a friend there, my dear friend Audrey, was having an intense healing challenge at that time. And I'd never been to Vegas, and I was looking forward to seeing my friend and then spending a little time in the town because I'd never been there and I was always curious about it. And some people, they said, "Oh, what does your friend have?" I like what Myrtle Fillmore has to say about this. She said, "The disease name is unimportant in our work. And sometimes it gets in the way since we assign this disease a value. And then we hear what the disease is, and we can have a reaction either like, oh, okay, I can pray with you, or, ooh, right? My friend has, ooh, wow, ooh, like, we don't do that as truth students. We just say, okay, healing is at work, no matter what name. So don't ask the name. The name is unimportant. The truth is, what's happening is the healing power or spirit is always at work, no matter what. You know, we're the ones assigning a value, not the universe. We say, oh, cold, 1 or 2 in the healing range, but cancer, whoa, 15. Why are we giving numbers? Why are we even rating them? With God, healing is healing is healing. That's why I asked the chaplains and others doing this unity work here, don't ask the name of what is going on. Healing is all we need to know. Abundance is what we need to know. Relationship, love is what we need. We don't need details. The details get in the way because the human starts to want to work it out. So my friend Eric drove the 4.5 hours to Vegas. Beautiful desert all the way through. I'd never seen anything like it. Our country is so large, and we have so many different topographies here. It's just beautiful. It was really lovely to see it on those 4.5 hours. So we went to visit my friend, and she was in a wheelchair, and she looked at me, and it took her a while to speak, and she said, you know, I'm still Audrey. I said, of course you are. I never had any doubt. You're still you, of course, no matter what's happening, no matter if you're in a wheelchair or not, doesn't matter. You're you. And she started crying because I acknowledged that she was who she was, no matter what was going on with her physically. So it was a lovely visit. I was able to share with her some healing work and some meditation time, and I think she felt a lot better. And then Eric and I went out, we went to the Strip, you know, from holy to holy. I'd never really seen anything like that before. So we walked around, we saw different things. I loved the water ballet, the fountains at the Bellagio, that was kind of fun. The singing gondoliers at the Venetian were cool. The volcano at some hotel, I have no idea. I began to get a little dizzy about what was happening at certain places. But since I'm not a gambler, and none of the shows were open yet because COVID was just, you know, being let go of, and the shows were going to open in a couple of weeks. Vegas didn't really strike me as a place that I was looking forward to spending any time again, ever. It was not my favorite place in the world. First of all, every hotel seemed to have smoking. And I had quit in 1984, so I'm really sensitive. I get all stuffy and my eyes water and I couldn't see where I was going. It was really, what was the name of the hotel you the one non-smoking hotel you stayed in, Gary? The Vidara?
Next to Cosmopolitan and Aria. No smoking and
No gambling.
no gambling.
You can eat. Yeah.
And everything's accessible.
You can eat, but no smoking and no gambling. Yeah, that's a wonderful hotel. Plus, I was looking around at everybody gambling. Everybody looked miserable. Nobody was having a good time. They're smoke, like, wow, this is not a joyful time. And there was one guy, I was watching at one table, and this guy was putting down all these hundreds. I tried to count, it looked like about $2,000, and within 10 seconds it was gone. He lost. And he didn't even have a reaction. I'm sure inside he was reacting, but outside it was nothing. It's like, oh my, $2,000 gone like that. No wonder why they looked miserable. They were all losing all this money, and they were thinking, I'm going to go strike it rich. I loved hanging out with my friends there, but I couldn't wait to leave. The frenetic pace of that town was draining to me. Not in a New York City kind of way where it's creative and focused and really smart and forward moving. Las Vegas felt like a lot of lost people who were looking to strike it rich and thinking maybe this is their one chance in their life to be able to be prosperous. And almost everybody went home losing. The odds are so small of anybody winning in Las Vegas, which is why they make so much money in the hotels. But they keep coming. They keep hoping that they'll be like that guy who won $2.4 million a few years ago on a slot machine at the MGM Grand. Now, from what I read, that machine itself was installed in 1993, and it took 21 years before anybody hit it. 21 years that machine was there. Every day, people putting money in, hope, and never paying off. So millions go to Las Vegas to have a crack at winning those millions. Well, I could be like that guy from New Hampshire. He was from New Hampshire. I could be that guy. But it doesn't work. Or we buy lottery tickets at a chance of winning the Powerball. I mean, even I bought a ticket for the $2 billion ones. I mean, what the heck am I? And once in a while, once in a blue moon, I'll go shopping. I'll get a scratch off. You know. And one time I won $40. And my partner at the time made me take him to breakfast, where I spent $60. So. Or we buy certain material, maybe in the bookstore, thinking, this is going to be the answer, this is going to make me rich, like The Secret. How many people here read The Secret? Did it work? Yeah, the hands go down, yeah, okay. I mean, there's nuggets of truth in there, but thinking about a necklace is not going to put it on around your neck. And people have felt guilty because, well, it didn't work for me, that I guess God doesn't love me, and therefore this stuff doesn't work. Or Think and Grow Rich. How many people read Think and Grow Rich? How many people thought and grew rich? Prospered a little bit, maybe, yeah. But prosperity doesn't come from the brain. It doesn't come from thinking about it. We'll get into how it does actually work in a second. Or even our own Catherine Ponder, Unity Minister, who's written so many prosperity books, like the best-selling book, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. That book opens with, there's gold dust in the air for you. Okay. And then she goes on to say, well, a businessman wrote to me, I was out of money, and all of a sudden I said, I'm going to read Catherine Ponder's book, and there was gold dust in the air for me. Okay. But how? How did that work? Gold dust results make us think in a different way. It's a very Vegas kind of thinking. Oh, God has my gold dust for me, and it doesn't work in that way when we try to think about it or just do an affirmation for it. And we think, what is the missing part? Does it mean that God doesn't love me, that it doesn't work for me? Unity seems to work for some people, but I guess for me it doesn't, so I think I'll have to find something else. I've read many, and actually most of the Unity material on prosperity. I've taken the workshops, I've gotten the CDs. I used to get the tapes, remember the cassette tapes? I used to get everything and listen, and I'd memorize them. And what came to me one day a number of years ago was during a meditation on abundance, was that the teachings weren't wrong. It was just they didn't address the real issue of prosperity. What is prosperity? In Lessons in Truth, our main textbook here in Unity, the author Emily Cady's classic book from 1896. Now, she doesn't specifically have a chapter on prosperity by name, but her chapter called Spiritual Gifts is better and more helpful than any prosperity book I ever read. So if you don't have Lessons in Truth, we have it over there. Read that chapter every day this week. Let it get into your consciousness, because what she's talking about here is really the true prosperity. I'll share a little bit. It's almost like she was anticipating the Las Vegas phenomenon. She wrote, perhaps it is not too much to say that the majority of people first turn to God because of some weakness, some failure, some almost unbearable want in their lives. After having vainly tried in all other ways to overcome or satisfy the want, they in desperation finally turn to God. There is in the heart of us an instinctive feeling that somewhere there is a power that is able to give us just what we want. That if we could only reach that, which is our conception of God, we could prevail on God to grant the things desired. This feeling in itself is God-given. It is the divine self through only a spark at the center of our being that suggests to us the true remedy for our ills. Now, I would take exception a little bit to the languaging, but it's a very, it's 19th century language and putting God out there. It's God within. It's the desire to know our oneness with God that brings everything that we're looking for into our lives. It's not begging, it's not beseeching a God out there, but it's acknowledging that we are spiritual beings, that we are God in the flesh. When we have that awareness, then the things we're looking for, everything turns up. So we need to turn within, listen to our hearts, feel the joy of realizing we are one with all that there is, and then it will pour forth perfectly. Dr. Katie is saying that we tried all the other things. We tried gambling. We tried working 2 or 3 jobs. We tried doing what we didn't want to do to pay the bills, and we just ended up miserable. Selling junk on eBay. Get rich quick schemes like pyramid sales. I know so many actors in New York at one time were selling this health food product, vitamins and all that stuff. They had to buy everything first. It had put hundreds of dollars in, and they barely ever got it back. They were desperate to sell to me. I had at least 5 or 6 people one week saying, "Do you want to buy some vitamins?" "No, I've got vitamins, thank you." "Please, you need to buy my vitamins. I really need to eat this week." So we try every way that our brains are going to think and grow rich. Doesn't work. Until we see these ways of trying to get our good from outside, just will never work. Until we go within, and then Spirit says, "Go here, do this." All the information necessary for the unfoldment of my divine plan is revealed to my conscious awakened mind, to my heart, to my soul, as it's required. God is guiding me every step of the way, and my path is made clear. I know what to do and how to do it. And with God in charge, I do it joyfully and gratefully. Now, a lot of people say, "Well, I can't write that fast. Can you give me that?" They're on this red page. I made a few copies for people. It's out there at the end of the service if you want to grab it. Meditate on this. Everything you need to know comes from Spirit within. Everything. There's nothing missing from within you. Just we have to awaken to the truth that God is here and that God is all. But still, we do the workshops, we get the CDs, we watch YouTube now. Tony Robbins and Joel Osteen's best-selling books. We affirm I am prosperous till we're blue in the face. And then we have some on and off success because we do get in touch with that, but then we lose it. What Dr. Katie's saying is that this is all so much deeper. Our divine God self knows the answer. God within us is the answer. Not only knows the answer, God is the answer. And it's never outside of ourselves until Spirit says, "Go over here," or "Do this." We have to be guided from within, not, "Well, what do I think? What did my cousin do? What did my friend do?" Doesn't matter. What they did has nothing to do with you. Your good, your abundance will show up in your right and perfect way. Our elder brother said, "God knows what you need, but you don't have because you didn't ask for it. Ask believing and you will receive." And again, asking isn't begging or beseeching, it's knowing. In the Lord's Prayer, it's demonstrated. Give us this day our daily bread, joyfully, gratefully. It's not begging, it's just saying, thank you. Thank you, it's already happening. And then watching it come forth. Emily Cady wrote, "Everybody wants to be free, free from sickness, free from bondage, free from poverty. And you have a right to be, if it's a God-given desire and a God-given right. If God has it and we can imagine it, we can have it because God gave us the image. God gave us the idea. But then we think, well, I'm going to take it and I'm going to make it work, instead of saying, well, wait. If Spirit gave me the idea, the Spirit knows how to do the idea, how to bring it forth. I don't. I of myself know nothing. It's God within that does the work and will reveal what I need to do today, tomorrow, and for the rest of my life. To let this come into my life. What the universe desires is that we grow in consciousness. We grow in the realization, I am one with God. I'm a God creation. Therefore, as it says in the Psalms, you are God's. You're a baby God coming into the realization you just forgot. That's all. You forgot who you are. To come to the realization that God is the substance of God, all good. God doesn't have it, God is it. Spirit is everything. That ask for what you want and it shall be done for you. In the realization that you are already that Christ being, the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, the being of love, light, and power right now, but if we pretend we're not, we're powerful enough to pretend that we're weak. until we awaken and say, oh, I'm a creation of God. I am powerful. I'm joyful. I can have anything and do anything when Spirit reveals how. And all that brings the abundance, the love, the peace, the healing, the success like we've never ever known before. We've been looking outside of ourselves the whole time. We've been going to Vegas and hoping to strike it rich, and Spirit saying your richness is not there, it's in here, right now. Another person can never tell you what your life is, even if it's your parents. Your parents want good for you, but they can't tell you, go into the family business. When you say, no, that's not mine. It might be, but if you know in your heart it isn't. I graduated from, I left after 2 years. I didn't graduate, I just left the Boston Conservatory because I wanted to work. And my dad said, oh, I don't think that'll work for you. Here, do community theater at night and I'll get you a job as a welder at the General Electric. I said, Dad, have you met me? This at the General Electric? I wouldn't last a day. I don't want to last a day at the General Electric. This is what my life is tapping, it's singing, it's dance. He said, okay, fine. And I did, I made a living out of it. And he went, you did, you made a living. God bless him, he traveled everywhere. He and my stepmother would travel to wherever I did the show. And he'd go, I'm proud of you, good for you, good job. But he was really afraid. They get afraid for us. Here, I'll get you a job as a welder. Me? Again, Dad, you're talking to me, not my brother. Me. Oh, okay. God loved me. He was just, they all do their best, right? They want us, but their ideas are a little not divine sometimes. So your good is not where your dad or your mom or your cousin or your best friend thinks you should be. It's not at the Bellagio or in a lottery ticket. It's not even in Lessons in Truth. We can read about it. We can keep reading any good material that we have here at Unity. But unless we do something and put the book down, it's just theory. We always say that unity doesn't work. We work unity. Do we understand that? The teachings don't work until we work the teachings. It's like music. They're just notes on a page until somebody sits down and plays it or sings it. It's just the idea. And then you add your talent, your love, yourself to the music, and it becomes living. You do the unity teachings, you walk it, you do it, and it becomes you. The 4 teachings don't make us prosperous. We take the class and we meditate. So how many people here took the 4T class? Yeah. So to the person, everybody came and said, I had no idea it was going to be this way. That it's really what we call the underlying current or the unspoken agenda underneath. That is the healing work. And we do the work and then Spirit reveals what we need to do next, and it's so powerful. It is so powerful. So it's not in the 4T, it's not in the book or the workbook or in the recording and the CDs. It's in me doing it. It's in me stepping forward to do this work. Everything comes from your divine plan that you brought with you before you even arrived here. You set it up before you came to the planet, and you said, I'm going to remember that. We come here, we have divine amnesia. We completely forget we're even divine. Until we go within and we listen, oh, right, and then we get excited about the plan because we set it up. We're the ones who wanted it. Christmas is a celebration of the reawakening of that God self that we are. The God self, the Christ self, the Buddha self, whatever word you name, it's the same. It's the same energy, whatever word you're comfortable with. The power of joy is needed to fuel all this forward. Without joy, we don't have the fuel, we don't have that gasoline to move us forward. Again, Charles Fillmore said, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and I spring forward to do a mighty work that ought to be done by me. He wrote this at 93. Dick Van Dyke turned 100 yesterday. They said, how do you do this? He said, well, I just keep going. I just keep doing it. He said, I go to the gym. At 100, he's going to the gym. How many people here are 40 and don't go to the gym? Okay. And somebody said they saw him at the gym, and it was really cool because he would do an exercise, and then he would run, and he would dance, and then he'd do the exercise, another one, and then he'd get up and start dancing and go in the mirror and look at himself dancing, then go do something. At 100. Some of us have a hard time getting out of the chair without grunting. At 100, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm. He said, why do you keep working out? He said, well, I began working out when I was 70 because I really needed to keep the body going. He said, at 8, I was essential. He said, at 100, he said, I just do it out of spite. I love that. You and I came to be that God energy that Dick Van Dyke has in him, dancing and singing and enjoying ourselves. You are gods, Jesus reminds us. And the Pharisee said, who are you to call yourself God? Said, it says so in Scripture. Lord wasn't talking to you. Yes, God was talking to all of us. You are gods and you forgot. You forgot your power. We came here knowing my joy comes from the divine gift of giving, of letting that God self out. Through my talents and my gifts, my compassion for others and for myself as well. For my joy of living creatively, from continually learning. Are you going to class? Are you taking things? I'm taking an end-of-life doula class right now. It's so exciting. It's so amazing. Because I want to keep learning. Even though I've been doing this for 35 years, I can't get enough. We take this information that we can give it back. So are you continuing to learn and get excited and wonder at all the joy around us? Remember, our divine plan is about spiritual growth. Whatever you're doing is for your spirit to grow and to come into the realization of who we are. Truly, the best Christmas present you could ever give is you. Your presence. And in seminary, we learned about the ministry of presence, being with each other, sitting and having a cup of coffee with a friend who wants to talk, and crying with them, and listening. Not to be sympathetic, but to be empathetic. To know we all go through something and we need each other. Give you this Christmas. That's all we really are here for. The presents we give, great, fun, for a little while. But we'll always remember a friend who was there and listened and heard what we were going through. To celebrate whatever gifts we have. If you're a dancer, you're dancing to learn about God. If you're a chef, you're learning about feeding yourself and others, food and spirit. You're a teacher, we share the truth about life and your worthiness, and your students as well. I believe everybody who comes to Unity is a minister. If you've been here for a couple of weeks, you're already a minister, because you know God and I are one. And when we see everybody in our lives, we know God and you are one, even if they don't act like it. Maybe especially if they don't act like it. We need to hold that truth so that they are healed. Whatever you think that you're here to do on earth is really about becoming the true God self that you are. That's the whole thing. To celebrate with each other as we continue to learn, and to remember I'm a powerful, joyful being of God. And that's the asking, knowing, declaring part. As you do that, you become stronger in mind and body. Your healing happens as you become the joyful gift. You become happier, you become more peaceful. And you become wealthier every day. You're allowing it to flow forth. The good flows forth when we let go. When they were celebrating at the temple for having the temple back, they forgot about the light. They were partying for 8 days and the thing kept burning. It should have only lasted for a day or two. But in their joy, the goodness poured forth. And it comes from so many different places. Don't say, oh, I don't have any money. Well, then we're shutting off the universe. We're telling the universe we don't want any more money. When we got our paycheck at Silent Unity, I worked in the telephone prayer room at Unity Village for about 3 years while I was training. And at the bottom of the check, I'll never forget this, it said, I thank God as the source of my good, and I bless, silent unity as a channel of that good. So God is your source, but God has many, many channels available to get this good to you if we're open and receptive to it. We have to know that. We have to affirm, I am open and receptive to all my good. I am open and receptive to all my good. Together, I am open and receptive to all my good. Again, like we believe it. I am open and receptive to all my good. Breathe in. Affirm that this week. I am open, receptive, joyful. I wait in anticipation for all of this to pour forth because it's right here, right now. Feel grateful for the good. Have faith that it's unfailing. It is unfailing. When we say yes to it, it has to show up. That's the divine law. And joyful at the opportunity to serve each other in this wonderful way. I invite you to close your eyes. Go to your heart. Feel that joy, feel that love, feel that energy. Know that whatever you're going through, whatever challenge you have, God already has it. God's got you. God's got it. And then we realize there is no challenge. There is no overcoming. God is not overcoming anything. It's simply shedding light on a fuzzy place and seeing the truth. Breathe into your heart. Focus on spirit as you. And your good will flow powerfully and joyfully. In your mind's eye, I want you to picture the most joyful thing in your life. Is that a person? Is it a pet? Is it your home that feeds you and nourishes you? Is it a friend? Is it your career? There's no wrong answer. What is the most joyful thing in your life? That's God showing up as that person, as that work, as your talent, as your cat or dog. That's pure spirit. It's a divine gift that you were given because you are open and receptive to it. And it is blessing you beyond anything you've ever imagined. So we're grateful for it. And that's just the beginning of the good. The gifts from the universe always pour forth from many different channels. God is our source, and Spirit has so many channels to bring all this good if we say yes. So today, we joyfully and gratefully say yes to all the good. We are open, receptive, joyful, faith-filled, and peaceful about the outcome. Let that joy, that love, that gratitude center in your heart and let it radiate forth into every cell, every tissue, every part of your being. Your mind and your body and your soul are filled with joy, love, and gratitude right now. We quietly affirm the spirit of joy brings healing power to my mind, body, and soul. I am whole and well. Rest in that truth. There's nothing you have to do but say yes to it. The spirit of joy brings healing power to my mind, body, and soul. I am whole and well. If there's ever been a block to your abundance, it's just a thought. Let that thought go. Remember your oneness with God and that everything is here right now. We live, move, and have our being in abundant good always. The spirit of overflowing joy prospers me richly. I am abundantly blessed. The spirit of overflowing joy prospers me richly. I am abundantly blessed. The spirit of joy flows from my heart to bless others this Christmas. Bring to mind those people in your life you love and want to hold in love. See them healthy. See them prosperous. See them at peace concerning their lives. The spirit of joy flows from my heart to bless others this Christmas. And in the silence, let go. Let go and let God reveal the wonderful good right here, right now. It's always been here. We let it flow forth. We are open and receptive to God. Take a breath. Let go. Breathe in again. Breathe in that spirit of love, joy, peace, hope, all good. The spirit of joy fills my heart now, tomorrow, and forever. And so it is.
Thank you, Paul. May we all leave here today with that awareness of the joy that comes from within and is very much a part of this community. There are a lot of ways we find joy by walking in gratitude, and there are a lot of ways in which we're grateful for the many ways that you serve our community, everything from the volunteer service to the financial support, etc. So if I could ask the ushers to come forward at this point. And I'm going to ask you to join with me in the offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive, and so it is.
It's that time of year I treasure, time for giving, the best part of living. Celebrate with friends we hold so dear. But I can feel it in the air, excited head to toe, with goodwill and cheer. It's the best time of the year. Got my stocking, got my Christmas tree, got my loved ones next to me. Well, it's almost here, so spread some cheer. Let's give love, get some back. The more you give, the more you'll have. The sun is bright now, and palm trees sway. Grab your friends, hold them near. Christmas time is here. Every house and every corner stringing up the Christmas lights. People caroling on Christmas tree. How you shine so bright for me. Children around the world shouting Santa's on his way, hoping to hear those sleigh bells ringing in his sleigh. I'm gonna wrap your arms around you tight on this warm December night. It's almost here, so spread some cheer. Let's give love, get some back. The more you give, the more you'll have. The sun is bright now, and palm trees sway. Grab your friend, hold them near. Christmas time is here. Oh, I hear his sleigh, and I know the big guy's on his way. And I hope I'm coming through. Hope he brings me you. Well, it's almost here, so spread some cheer. Let's get love, get some back. The more you give, the more you'll have. Well, the sun is bright now, and palm trees sway. Grab your family, hold them near. Christmas time is here. Yeah. Well, it's almost here, so spread some cheer. Let's get love, get some back. The more you give, the more you'll have. Well, the sun is bright now, so palm trees sway. Grab your family, hold them near. Christmas time is here. Sun is burning bright now. Hold me tight, baby. Just give it up, baby. Come on, let's spread some cheer. Let's get love, get some back. The more you give, the more you have.
Thank you. Wasn't that fun? Oh my gosh. The more we give, the more we have. It's a unity message. We had to change some of the lines from snow and cold to palm trees and the warm. That's all right. That's good. Those are the Florida lyrics. We Floridaized it. Yes. I invite you to close your eyes one more time as we move forward to the rest of our day. To go next door and see our friends, celebrate with a little sugar, with a lot of love, a lot of joy. The more we give love, the more we get back. The more we give of anything, the more we have it in our lives. What is it we want more of? Give that. Give that away and watch the universe bring it forth. Breathe in and let go. In this awareness and this consciousness, let's affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Let's all stand, join hands, and sing, "Let There Be Peace on Earth," and let it begin with me.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator,
Amen.